Hello and welcome into Sheldon High School, the sites of this Oregon High School basketball matchup between the visiting Central Catholic Rams and the host, Sheldon Irish. My name is Mark Randy. Joining me here at Sheldon High School is Naveed Habib Balahian. We have a fun matchup for you here on a Tuesday night. Sheldon and CC, an early season non-conference, non-league play action here in Eugene, Oregon. And this should be a fun one. CC, they're coming in out of the Mount Hood Conference at 2-1 on the year. And the Irish, the opposite, at 1-2 so far this season. Two teams that lost to the same team in the playoffs a year ago in West Salem. Sheldon in round one, Central Catholic in round two. These are two teams looking to get further than they did last year with a fresh crop of players at the helm this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of returners for both teams, and both teams are losing their best players. Sheldon lost Will Swank, and for Central Catholic, they lost first team out in Mount Hood Conference and state honorable mention Amari Hale. So both teams are kind of looking for new leadership this year, and it's a great opportunity early in the season for the returners and the new players to kind of figure out their roles. And I think this will be a pretty evenly matched game. They've both started the season playing some good teams. Sheldon against close losses to Churchill and Thurston, two very good 5A teams, and Central Catholic, tough loss to Roosevelt and a close win against Jesuit. So they played pretty good competition. This should be a good test for both teams tonight.
Yeah, the first three games for Central Catholic, you mentioned a couple of them. Tough three-point loss at Roosevelt back on the 2nd of this month. Then a win, a low-scoring 41-37 win at Jesuit on the 5th. And then their last game at Tigard, a 11-point win, 67-56 for their second win of the year. They have not played a home game yet. For Sheldon, this is their second home game in their first four. You mentioned it, they lost to Churchill, a state runner-up last year at the 5A level. They lost that one by 7 in their season opener. Followed that up with a good win, 50-37 on the road at Newburgh on the 5th. And then their most recent game back on last Friday, a 58-52 loss at Thurston. You mentioned a 5A team, but Thurston Colts, of course, a very, very good 5A team, looking to make some noise at that level after being recently moved back down to 5A from the 6A spot. But you look at Central Catholic, led by David Blue, their head coach in his third season. He's had a good run as the head coach of this team, making the playoffs in each of his first two seasons. Looking to do that again here in the third year. Central Catholic, an athletic powerhouse in a lot of other sports, especially football, but looking to make a name for themselves here in the sport of basketball as well.
Yeah, Central Catholic has had good teams over the years. They got second in state in 2013, and I remember 4 or 5 years back they always had, good players. They're good. They play well as a team, and they're a very disciplined team. So this is a team that's going to play disciplined basketball, and Sheldon's going to have to find a way to overcome Central Catholic's good play.
Getting set here for tip-off between the visiting Central Catholic Rams and the host Sheldon. I'll take a break for the anthem in just a couple of moments as we begin this one here at Sheldon High School. Thanks for joining us on SheldonAthletics.com. Mark Randy and Naveed Habib Balahian with you live on the stream on YouTube. Central Catholic, I mentioned it, they're coming in on a 2-game winning streak, looking to make that 3. Sheldon looking to snap a 1-game losing streak, their last game a loss on the road at Thurston. Take a listen into the national anthem. We'll come back, give you the lineups for both sides and the tip-off between these two teams right here at Sheldon High School. beautiful rendition of our nation's song as we get set for tip-off between the Central Catholic Rams of the Mountain Hood Conference at the 6A level and the host, Sheldon Irish of the Southwest Conference, once again at the 6A level. Thanks for listening here. Mark Randy and Naveed Habibulahian with you live from Carolina Rayborn Gymnasium. The starters being announced for both sides. And let's run through them. First, for the visiting Central Catholic Rams, as announced by third-year head coach David Blue. Starting at guard position is the sophomore DeRay Seamster. Alongside him at a guard spot is the senior Isaac Amaral Arthuri. He is the lone Mountain Hood Conference player returning from a team last year that did get a recognition in the Mountain Hood Conference. Also joining him at a guard position is the freshman Darius Gakwazi. He had a very big game in their last one, the win versus Tigard, especially in the fourth quarter. And then the 4 and 5 spot, Jalen Lowry, the senior, and the senior post, Donald Hunter. Now for the Sheldon Irish, the starters, as announced by fifth-year head coach Daniel Clark. Clark's made the postseason each of his first 4 years, looking to make it 5 straight, and here are his starting 5. At guard, the 6-foot senior Devontae Bailey. Alongside him at a guard spot, the senior at 5'11", Jaron Banks. And at a wing spot, Zach Hankins, the senior, standing at 6'4". And also at a wing spot is Udamaggio, the senior, standing at 6'4". And then the big man down low, the post, the junior, 6'5", Patrick Herbert. Look at first glance, the two teams that are playing a couple of younger players. Most notably for Central Catholic, it is Darius Gakwazi, the freshman guard. He had 2 big three-pointers in their last game, the win versus Tigard. He could have a big impact here. Just a freshman. Exciting moment for the CC team.
Yeah, it's good to see young talent coming in. Someone who obviously seemed comfortable against Tigard, hit 2 big shots for them to help Central Catholic get the win. So it's good to have a fresh crop of young talent in there.
Donald Hunter for Central Catholic and Herbert for the Irish to jump, and it's won by the Rams. Bringing this one across half court is Jalen Lowry, picked up by Udamaggio. Now goes to the top of the key to Seamster, guarded by Bailey. A screen there, Hunter drives right. I thought about a 3, now steps back, passes it off to Lowry. Now swinging left side, a 3-point attempt for Amaral Arthuri, and he hits it. Just like that, Central Catholic on the board. It's 3-0, the Rams in front. Going now the other way is Sheldon. Pass into the corner, Banks drives baseline, but he dragged his pivot foot, and it's a turnover.
That was a great start for Central Catholic. Just pulls with confidence, number 3, Isaac Amaral Arthuri. So, I mean, they've come out confident, and they forced Sheldon to on a turnover.
And on the other end, a turnover for Sheldon, their first of the game. 3-0, the Rams in front here. 7:25 to go in this first quarter. Left wing, the pass goes to Gakwazi. Passes down low to Amaral Arthuri. Hits another fading jumper for 2. He got 5 points, and it's 5-0. The Rams lead. Now other way go the Irish. Pass down low to Herbert. Right-handed finger roll is good. And the Irish on the board. It's 5-2. Herbert, his first 2 points. Other way goes the Rams. It's on a little floater by Seamster. No good rebound. It goes to Banks. Pass to the floor off the fingertips. It's saved there by Bailey. It goes back to Banks across half court. A wild first minute of play here at Sheldon High School. 5-2, the Rams in front. Top of the key, Hankins. The team captain swings left side to Bailey. Now in the corner, Jaron Banks. Post up Herbert, right block, pass over to Hankins, throws it up, and it drops. A nice assist there from Herbert. It goes to Hankins, and it's a 5-4 game, Central Catholic in front. Top of the key, Jalen Lowry passes left side, a 3-point attempt for Gakwazi. Rims out, rebound, it goes to the Irish, and Jaron Banks up for the ball, knocked away, and a foul called. This will go against Zach Hankins and Sheldon. Another turnover there for the Irish. This one an offensive foul. The ball was knocked away. Good play by the Rams. And then a push off from Hankins as he fought for the ball. Right wing now Central Catholic. Back to the top of the key goes to Seamster. Now left side the freshman Gakwazi. Passes left side, it goes to Amaral Arthuri, but he traveled as he drove to the baseline. The first turnover of the game for the Rams. And it's Sheldon basketball as they trail 5-4, 6:14 left in this first quarter. First turnover for the Rams, by the way. Banks brings it across half court here, guarded closely by DeRay Seamster, the sophomore guard. Passes left wing, to Udamaggio. A screen from Herbert, drives at the middle, passes down low to Herbert. One step, and the layup is up and good off the glass. 2 more for Herbert, and the Irish a 6-0 run. They were in front 6-5. Top of the key. The freshman, Darius Gakwazi, now passes it to his teammate, but is knocked away, taken away by the Irish. Another turnover for Central Catholic, their second. Hankins in the corner, goes to Bailey. A 3-pointer in rhythm, and it's perfect. 3 more for the Irish. It's a 9-0 run, and they're in front 9-5.
Sheldon has done a good job getting some early baskets and forcing turnovers.
Emerald R3 at the top of the key, passes it to his teammate Seamster. Now back to Jalen Lowry, crosses up. Maggio backs out to the freshman Gakwazi. Now again, hands it off to Emerald R3. He has all 5 points. Another 3-pointer. This one from straight on it, straight through. Isaac Emerald R3. He's got 8 points, and it's a 9-8 lead for Sheldon. Left wing, Udamaggio. Got about a 3, passes it back to the top. He now swung around to the right side. Now back it goes to Maggio. Left corner, Hankins has it, passes down low, posting up Herbert. Double team comes, swing around, right side Bailey, a 3-pointer in rhythm again, rims out. Rebound goes to Seamster. That's his first for the Rams. 9-8 Sheldon in front. Seamster down the floor, a screen there, a 3-pointer from straight on, rims out. Rebounder Herbert, and the Irish go the other way. Banks up the floor, across half court, down the middle, pass is kicked, and it goes out of bounds off the Rams. Good back and forth action here the first 3.5 minutes between these two teams.
Yeah, very back and forth game, and for Central Catholic, Amaral R3 has come out on fire. He seems to be their go-to scorer, looking for him every time down the court. And for Sheldon, I mean, everyone's been scoring, so it's been really back and forth.
He's got all 8 of the Rams' points. That's Amaral R3. Top of the key, Jaron Banks, the screen there from McGarvey. Now passes it to Hankins, hands it off. No thought about a handoff, and then picked up his dribble, pass into the corner to McGarvey. A spin move, the right-handed fade, and hook shot is good. Pitch into the game, Dominic McGarvey gets his first 2 points, and the Irish back in front by 3, 11-8. Hands it off to Isaiah Amato, fresh into the game off the bench. Now left corner, Chase Ferris passes down low to the big man, Gage Ainsley. Kicks down to the right side, the freshman, Gakwazi. Thought about a 3, drives in, the layup is up off the glass. It drops, but a foul called on the drive. No continuation. It'll be side out for Central Catholic. That foul for the Irish goes against Zach Hankins. That's his second, and he will be subbed out for. Checking in for him is Oren Patu for the Irish. So 2 early fouls on Hankins, who has 2 points. Pass down low off the inbounds. It goes knocked away, though, by Udamaggio. A turnover for CC. The other way goes the Irish. Banks top of the key. Dribbles out and set up the offense here for the Irish. 11-8 Sheldon in front, 3:40 to go in this first quarter. Pass into the corner to Bailey. Double team comes, and he's trapped, throws it away, taken away by the Rams. The steal there goes to Ainsley. Down the floor, Amato, right side. Freshman drives in Gakwazi, and he's fouled on the drive once again as he passes it off underneath to Ainsley. But Gakwazi draws another foul. This one goes against Patu, and it'll be set out of bounds again here for Central Catholic. 11-8 the score, the Irish out in front, 3:28 to go in this first quarter. Pass is inbounded there to Isaiah Amato, guarded by Devontae Bailey. A 3-pointer from the right wing over every one. It goes out of bounds, and air ball. Doesn't even hit the rim. And it's Sheldon basketball. Still a 3-point lead for Sheldon, 11-8. With 3:21 left in this first quarter. Banks facing a full court press of the Rams. Passes it to Patu, brings it across that court himself. Pass into the corner, knocked away out of bounds off the fingertips of Gakwazi. It was a 5-0 start for CC since an 11-3 Sheldon run. McGarvey passed down low to a cutting Banks, passes it to Macho, drives baseline, up and under, layup, rims out, a rebound, it goes to Ainsley. A sophomore post, now the other way goes CC. Right wing, it goes to Amaral R3, drives down low, the shot though blocked away by McGarvey. Now left side, thinking about a 3 there is Bailey, but he passes back to the top of the key. Driving baseline now is Patu, loses the ball, picks it back up. Nowhere to go, the double team comes as he throws it away back to his teammate, that's Jaron Banks. Into the paint he goes, picks up his dribble, up and under, layup is up, rims, no good, gets his own rebound, passes it out to Bailey, And now back to Maggio as they reset the offense. Into the corner, back to Banks. Looking for a pass or a cross court. It goes to Poth, who thought about a three. Spin move in the paint, up, and it rims out. But a foul. They get 2 shots here from the free throw line.
I really like the play of Sheldon early, being aggressive, getting to the hoop, trying to get easy baskets down low, and it paid off for them as they got a foul called on Central Catholic.
That foul, it goes against Chase Ferris, his first, and the free throw there for Oren Patu, rims out. Patrick Herbert back into the game here for the Irish, also checking in Cameron Owen. They replaced Devontae Bailey and for Sheldon, also replacing Uda Maggio. The next free throw is out. Rebound though goes to McGarvey. Passes down low to Herbert, who finishes with a right hand. 2 more for Herbert. He's got 6. The Irish in front, 13-8. Right wing, the pass goes into the paint now for the Rams. Back out to the freshman Quasi, a 3-pointer from straight on. Rims out. Rebound goes to the Irish. That's Jaron Banks. Now McGarvey top. He drives in. The layup is no good, but a foul. And he earns 2 shots from the line. And once again, Sheldon being very aggressive on offense. Pick up another foul and 2 more free throws coming up.
Yeah, and I think Sheldon's noticed they have a good size advantage down low against Central Catholic, so they're trying to take advantage of that. I mean, Central Catholic has Gage Ainsley, but other than that, they seem pretty small down there.
First free throw for McGarvey is up and good. He's got 3 points here for the Irish, but mention the size for Sheldon. 6'8" Dominic McGarvey, 6'5" Oren Patu, and also 6'5" Patrick Herbert. Patu's on the bench, actually, pardon me, just checked into the game for the Irish. Next free throw is out. Pass down low, it goes for the Rams. Taken away by the Irish. Pass before, though, was tipped away by CC, and they'll go the other way. Back-to-back turnovers here for either team. And now dribbling on the right baseline is Lowry, but his foot is on the line, and it's an out-of-bounds on a turnover for the Rams. That is their 4th. And it's Sheldon basketball. Side out, 1:45 left in the first. The Sheldon Irish in front, 14-8. Pass up the floor, goes across half court to Cameron Owen here for the Irish. Guarded closely by Chase Ferris. Now top of the key, McGarvey. Crossover dribble, hands it off to Patu. Drives right side, loses the ball. Taken away by Central Catholic. Another turnover for the Irish. That is their 4th. Pass up the floor it goes for CC into the hands of Lowry. Drives baseline, passes it down low to his teammate Hunter, but he's fouled on the catch as his layup rims out. But it'll be a foul there on the Irish. That one goes against Jaron Banks as first, and it'll be set out of bounds here for the Rams. Inbounding it is Jalen Lowry. Pass up the court, and it goes across the half-court line. No back court violation, though. Thinking about a 3 is Ferris. Gets it back on the give and go back to the top. A 3-pointer for Amato. Rims out. No good rebound to Herbert. A nice board the ball, though. Knocked away. Picked up by the Irish and Jaron Banks. 60 seconds left in this first quarter. The Irish in front by 6. Banks drives in. Pump fake on the pass. Throws up a wild shot. No good, but a foul. And he earns 2 shots from the line. Again, that's the story of this first quarter for Sheldon. Driving fearlessly to the basket and getting the free throws.
I mean, I think their jump shot's been a little bit, they've struggled with their jumpers a little, so they're just trying to find any way to score, and going to the paint is never a bad idea, especially against a smaller team.
That foul is against Donald Hunter, his first. Banks' free throw rims around and does not drop. It misses off to the left. Banks, the senior. No points so far today. Starting at that point guard spot, he's played this entire first quarter. Second free throw is good, but we have a whistle before the shot, and it's a lane violation on the Irish. No free throw there for Banks. It stays 14-8. 55 seconds left, bringing this one across half court to the Rams. Pass goes down to Hunter. Double team comes as he dribbles out of it. And the ball knocked away, picks it back up. Cross-court pass. It goes to Seamster. Right side, this zone working now for the Irish. Now we have a drive there for the Rams. That's Lowry, but he's fouled as he gets past his initial defender. That foul goes against Oren Patu, his second. And with 40 seconds left, the Rams will keep the ball here. And now Patu, his second foul, will check out of this one. No, in fact, it's going to be, and now it will be Patu. Did not want to come out as he tried to beg his way out of it, but he is going to take a seat on the bench. Checking in for him is Josh Paul, the sophomore. 35 seconds left Amato across half court. Passes left wing to Lowry. Now back to Amato, right side. Pass left wing. It goes back to Ferris. Now top the key, Seamster back to Ferris. A deep three-pointer with 25 seconds left. Rims out, rebound to McGarvey. Hands it up to Banks. 20 seconds left. Pass the floor to Paul in the corner. Passes it back top the key to Banks. And Sheldon likely to hold for the final shot here with 10 seconds left. Paul top of the key, hands it off to Banks. 7 seconds left. Banks top of the key, drives in, pass down to Herbert, makes a nice catch, throws it up. No good. Rebound McGarvey puts it up. No good. Tip again, and that'll do it here for the first quarter. None of those tips fall for the Irish. An offensive rebound for McGarvey and for Herbert on that possession, but they do not score as the first quarter comes to a close. At the end of one, the Irish in front 14-8. It was a 5-0 start for Central Catholic. After that, a 14-3 run for Sheldon. And the only points on the board for the Rams belong to Isaac Amaral R3. The Sheldon Irish did a great job otherwise against all these other players for the Rams.
Yeah, Central Catholic noticed that Amaral R3 seems to be the only one really comfortable creating his own offense, and they were getting him going early, but once they kind of took him out and once he went to the bench, Central Catholic really struggled to get anything going offensively, and Sheldon continued to be scrappy, finding ways to get to the free throw line and moving the ball really well. So Sheldon really stepped up their play early in the first quarter, and it's paid dividends. They're up by 6.
Only 3 team fouls against the Rams so far here in this first quarter, in this first half in total, but they came very, very quickly, almost back-to-back-to-back possession-wise for Sheldon. That was a big part of the reason they were able to build that lead. They're currently in front by 6. As we get set here for the second quarter of action, it'll be Sheldon basketball setting the floor. McGarvey along with Bailey. Also Paul, Herbert, and Maggio. As Bailey brings this one across half court for the Irish. Now McGarvey, left side, passing to the corner to Josh Paul. Now it goes back to Bailey. A three-pointer wide open left corner. Rims out, rebound to Paul. One dribble knocked away out of bounds off of the Rams. Good hands there by Chase Ferris to knock it away, but it stays Irish ball. Bailey to inbound from underneath his own basket. The Irish in front by 6. Passing it on the corner to Maggio. Looking for an entry pass to Herbert, but it's not there. Dribbles it back out top. The key goes to McGarvey. Now swung around the left side to Bailey. Got about a 3 now. Passes it back to McGarvey. Top the key. Dribbles in. Now hands it off to Uda Maggio. Back to Bailey. Top the key. 7.5 left here in the second quarter. The Irish in front 14-8. Bailey hands it off McGarvey. Another handoff this time to Maggio. Back to Josh Paul. Top of the key. A screen from Herbert. He drives from left to right. Pass down low to McGarvey. Loses it. Picks it back up. That's in the layup. Drops and the foul. Nice ball movement there from the Irish. And 2 more for Dominic McGarvey. He now has 5 with a free throw coming.
Yeah, great ball movement by Sheldon. Kept going with the dribble handoffs till there was an opening in the defense, and they found Dominic McGarvey for the and 1.
Good hands there from McGarvey as well. His free throw is straight through. He's got 6 points. And a whistle on the substitution here for the Rams. Checking in is Jalen Lowry. He replaces Chase Ferris. But a 17-8 lead here for the Irish. It was a 5-0 Rams lead to begin this game. Lowry, right corner, passes back to the top of the Amato. Thought about a jumper, and then passes it off to Gakwazi, his freshman teammate. He gives it back to Lowry, right wing, guarded by Maggio. He drives into the paint, up and under, now pass into the corner to Amato. He drives past McGarvey, top of the key, Lowry, a straight on 3, rims out, no good, back to Amato though on the offensive board. Gakwazi thought about a 3, now drives baseline, gets past Herbert, but a foul called on Herbert on the drive. And it'll be side out of bounds here for the Rams. And for Herbert, that is his first personal foul. And the 6th of the first half for the Irish as a team. Inbounding it is Lowry. No one to pass it to. We got to get it in quick. Throws it way down the floor, taken by Amato at the opposing 3-point line as it brings it back across the half-court line. Almost travels as he passes this one off. It goes to Tyson Parker back into the game. Gakwazi behind the back, into the paint, passing into Amato. Layup blocked from behind, but a foul. It looked like a clean block from behind by Josh Paul. The foul will go against Herbert on the front side. Oh, actually, no, it does go against Josh Paul. The ref saw something I did not see there. It looked like a clean block from behind, but maybe got a little bit of that arm.
I think the best play of that little sequence was that behind the back, and nice pass by Gakwazi, showing a lot of potential as a freshman.
Free throw rims in for Isaiah Amato, his first point. It's the first point for the Rams from someone not named Isaac Amaral, R3. Second free throw is straight through for Amato. And it's a 17-10 lead here for the Irish. Bailey to Maggio on the right wing, pass into Herbert on the right side. One dribble, spin move into the paint, and he's fouled on the drive. And that's a size disadvantage for the Rams. That's the Herbert for the Irish going against Jalen Lowry, who's a wing player. Tough look, and he fouls him. That's his first personal. Bailey to inbounds. Gets it down low, but we have a 5-second violation before the ball was inbounded to McGarvey. So a turnover for Sheldon, their fifth, and it's Rams basketball. 6:20 left in this first half. The Irish in front by 7. On the left wing, the Rams have it. Now goes back to the right side to Isaac Amaral, R3. Guarded by Bailey into the corner. Amato, a three-pointer over McGarvey. Short, rimming out. Rebound goes to Maggio for the Irish. Loses the ball, picks it back up, brings it across half court for Sheldon. Top of the key. Dribble handoff to Josh Paul. Drives in, thought about a jumper from the elbow. Picks up his dribble though. Nowhere to go. Passes it back out to the safety valve, McGarvey. Left wing, Bailey. Into the corner, Maggio. Back to Bailey, now top of the key. Getting the play call from his head coach, Daniel Clark. 5:35 to go here in this first half. A 7-point Sheldon lead. Bailey back to McGarvey, left side. In the corner, on the left side is Maggio. A screen from McGarvey, drives right back to a cutting McGarvey. Layup is rimming it in. A nice feed there from Maggio. That's right-handed finish for McGarvey. He has 8 points to lead all scorers. The Irish in front, 19-10. Gakwazi, right wing, a three-pointer over Herbert is short. Rebound tipped, and a foul called on the rebound against Josh Paul and the Irish. It is their 8th team foul to be a 1-and-1 situation here for the Rams. For Josh Paul, his second, he will check out of this game. Coming in for him is Cameron Owen for the Irish.
And now Central Catholic bringing in some size with Gage Ainsley, their 6'8 center.
Matching up with McGarvey or Herbert. Pick your poison if you're the Rams. Free throw rims in for Lowry. It's his first point. 19-11 the score here. Sheldon out in front. Second free throw rims out. Taken there by McGarvey of the Irish. Right side, Maggio setting the offense up. McGarvey top of the key, passes it back to Maggio. Looking to post up Herbert, now he does. Guarded by Lowry. Dribble, spin move, the fading jumper for Herbert, rimming in. A nice finish there from Herbert. He has 7 points, and the Irish back in front by 10, 21-11. Left side, Gakwazi pass on to Ainsley. Herbert comes, quickly passes into the corner to Lowry. Jab step, now drives into the paint, up and under, falls down, passes back up to Ainsley though somehow. Now Gakwazi drives into the paint, right-handed layup, blocked by McGarvey. Rebound goes to Maggio, up the floor to, it goes to Bailey, but overthrown off his fingertips, out of bounds under the laps of the Central Catholic bench. A turnover, the 6th for Sheldon.
You got to give the Sheldon defense some credit. Gakwazi has tried to make some offense happen for the team, but they've shut him down every time.
21-11 the score. A three-point attempt for Amaral, R3, rims out, rebound again goes to McGarvey for Sheldon. That is his 5th board of this half. Bailey, right side, crossover into the paint, the layup is up and good. Devontae Bailey, 2 more, he's got 5. Timeout, Central Catholic, 23-11. The Irish out in front. You mentioned it, Naveed, the defense for Sheldon stifling. The offense is doing, I think, just okay right now, but the defense really the reason they have a 12-point lead.
Yeah, it seems every time they've made a drive to the hoop, the defender has stayed right on their man, and they've made it difficult for them. They've put their hands up, and offensively, I mean, they're just doing what they need to do. They're going inside when there's a mismatch, and they're moving the ball well, and everything's going right for this team. And Central Catholic has really struggled to do anything since Amaral R3 scored those first 8 points.
And for Sheldon, very balanced scoring as well. You have 8 points from Dominic McGarvey to go with 5 rebounds as well. Herbert has 7 points and Bailey has 5. Other than that, you have 2 from Hankins, and that's it for Sheldon. Very balanced scoring offensively.
And it's good to see the 3 starters really doing the bulk of the scoring for this team.
23-11 back underway here at Sheldon High School. Across half court goes to Ray Seamster for the Rams. Passed it over to the right wing to Lowry. Now it goes again to Emerald R3. Takes a screen, double team comes, passes it back to Lowry, right wing, guarded by Maggio. Drives in the paint, floater is up, rimming, no good. A rebound goes to Herbert. Hands it off to Bailey, brings it across the timeline for the Irish. Loses the ball, dives for it, between his legs, picks it back up. Almost a turnover there for the Irish, but they get the ball back. Into the corner it goes, Owen, and he is out of bounds as he caught that ball into the corner. A turnover for Sheldon, their 7th. And it's Rams basketball. We have a couple subs here for the Rams. Jalen Lowry checks out. And coming in for him is Chase Ferris. Pass goes to Amler R3, back to Ferris, who brings it across the timeline for the Rams. Guarded there by Owen. Picks up his dribble, has nowhere to go. Passes it to the right side, gets it right back. Now goes to the freshman, Gakwazi, who passes it over to Ferris again. Drives into the paint, spin move up, blocked away by Herbert. Taken by Banks across half court. He has numbers, down the floor he goes. Layup is up and good, but a foul called on the drive. No continuation there for Banks. Nice finish regardless, but it'll be side out for the Sheldon offense.
And again, the Sheldon defense stifling down there. Another block by Patrick Herbert. And they've done everything right defensively.
That foul goes against Amaral R3, his first. Banks to inbound to Bailey, left wing. Guarded by Ferris, drives, baseline up and under. The reverse is sent away by the Rams. There on the rejection, Hunter. The ball goes out of bounds. Who's it off of? And it's off Hunter and the Rams. It stays Sheldon basketball. But a wild layup there from Bailey. Nice rejection by Hunter and the Rams. 3:04 left here in the first half. The Irish in front 23-11. Ball's inbound to the Banks. Top of the key, a screen from Herbert. Double team comes, splits it, pass into the corner. Owen, a three-pointer in rhythm is perfect. First 3 points of the game for Cameron Owen, and the Irish in front by 15. Other way, ball knocked away from Amaral R3, but he's fouled as the ball landed in the lap of Herbert. But a foul goes against Sheldon, this one against Cameron Owen. And it will be a 1-and-1 free throw situation here for Amaral R3, scoreless since early in that first quarter. He has 8 points, though, to lead the way for Central Catholic. His first free throw for 1-and-1, rims down, rebound goes to Herbert, knocked out of bounds off of Herbert. And it'll stay Rams basketball. Good hands there by the freshman Gakwazi to knock it off the leg of Herbert and gain a possession. 26-11 the score, Sheldon in front, 2:48 left. Pass inbounded to Amaral R3. A screen from Hunter. He drives baseline. Now passes back to Gakwazi, top of the key. Now right wing it goes. Driving is Seamster. Picks up a dribble, spin move, and a travel. He was caught up in the air, nowhere to go. The turnover is the 5th of the game for the Rams. And the Irish pick the ball back up here. They're in front by 15, 26-11. Only 3 points this quarter for Central Catholic. 2.5 left in the first half. McGarvey left wing. Guarded by Gakwazi. Pass it on to Herbert. A foul. The shot is up. Continuation. The ball dropped through the net. And we have a discussion between our officials. There was a tug on the back of the jersey of Herbert. And the official ruling here is no shot. No continuation. Herbert was grabbed as he caught the ball. Then a gather, and then the layup. So no continuation. A 1-and-1 shot here coming up from the free throw line.
And great ball movement by Sheldon on that play. Their point guard, Jaren Banks, has done a really good job of running this offense and able to find one of their best scorers.
Herbert's free throw is no good. It rims down. Rebound goes to Hunter for the Rams. Down the floor goes Gakwazi in rhythm. Drives past Herbert in the paint. Up and under. A nice pump fake. The rebound, though, no good. Taken away by Bailey. Down the floor he goes. One man to beat. Pump fake, and he finishes with a right-handed layup. Bailey has 7. The Irish in front by 17, 28-11. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Seamster the other way, sent away by Herbert, and it goes out of bounds off of him. It stays CC basketball. What a rejection there by Herbert.
And those kind of defensive stops by Herbert have made it almost impossible for Central Catholic to get anything easier on the basket.
Actually, they called a foul And Seamster did not know. He's looking to inbound the ball from his own basket. I didn't know that it was a foul either. It's the second foul against Herbert. And here's a free throw from Seamster. It's up and good. First point in quite a while here for the Rams. It's now a 28-12 game, and Herbert will check out with those two fouls. I did not hear the whistle for the foul there, but it is indeed a foul there on Herbert. Second free throw for Seamster, no good. Rebound to Patu for the Irish. A minute 50 left in the first half. The Irish in front, 28-12. Across half court, the point guard Banks strides left side into the paint. Now dribbles it back out. McGarvey, top of the pass down low to Banks, tipped away out of bounds. Off the hands of Amato of the Rams. It stays Sheldon basketball. And now timeout called by Daniel Clark, head coach of Sheldon. Looking to close out these final minute 45 with a positive finish to this first half. Sheldon, a lot of work here in this first half. It's been very good. They don't want to make sure they keep this lead at around 16 at least, though, going into halftime. Yeah,
Sheldon's done a really good job. There's been a few sloppy plays. They do have 7 turnovers in the first half so far, but overall they've done a good job. I think their defense has really led them to be great offensively. They get the stop defensively, and then on offense they go out in the fast break. And again, they're patient. Jaren Banks has done a good job of running the offense for their team, and Bailey's been aggressive. So everyone's working hard. They're playing really well together as a team. This is a good look for this team right now.
Sheldon defense has been phenomenal here so far this year, even better tonight. Inbounding is Banks, fires it across half court, and it's taken there by Cameron Owen. Back in the paint of the opposing side, dribbles it across half court, loses the ball, picks it back up. Nowhere to go, he hands it off to Bailey though, top of the key. Crossover dribble, step back into the paint he goes, now back to Patu, who swings it back to Banks, top of the key. A minute 25 left. Banks, a carry there on the crossover. Turnover for the Irish, their 8th, and CC gains possession here. A minute 26 to go in this first half. Bringing this one across the timeline is DeRay Seamster. Now left side, Amato. Passes it to Amaral R3. Guarded by Bailey. A screen comes from Ainsley. Into the paint goes Amaral R3. The layup, rims out. Good contest there by McGarvey, and the rebound goes to Patu. Bailey across that court, behind the back, into the corner. Banks, a pump fake, a wide open 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound goes to Patu, but he loses it. And it goes back to Amaral R3. Down the floor he goes, in the lane. Layup is up, no good, and a charge. Good job there by Jaren Banks to set his feet, take the contact, and draw the foul. A turnover for the Rams, and it's Irish basketball.
And again, good defensive positioning by the Irish, making it difficult for Central Catholic to score in the paint. They've only been able to score 4 points in this quarter with about a minute left.
28-12, the Irish lead. 53.8 seconds left in this first half. Patu inbounds it to Banks. A 3-quarter court press here for the Rams, but Sheldon, they break it easily. Bailey left wing into the corner. It goes Owen, thought about a 3, double team comes, loses the ball out of bounds, but it's tipped. It'll stay Sheldon basketball. See the trap there for the Rams in the corner. It works well, but it stays Sheldon basketball here. 44 seconds left. Owen to inbound, gets it to Patu in the left corner. Spin move, drives, Bates, and the layup is up, off the glass, rimming in, and it drops. A nice finish there for Patu, his first 2 points. 30-12, Sheldon in front. 30 seconds left in this half. Amato, top of the key, guarded by Banks. Down to 25 seconds left. Now Seamster has it, right side pass on to Ainsley, knocked away, taken away by Banks. 20 seconds left as he'll take the time off the clock to set up the offense here. 15 seconds left, Sheldon in front by 18. A dominating defensive performance for the Irish. 10 seconds left. Right side, Bailey to 5. Passes to McGarvey in the baseline, looking for a passer, a fading jumper at the buzzer, and it's good! Dominic McGarvey, the fading, spinning jumper as time expires in the first half to put him in double-digit scoring. He leads all players in this one with 10 points at the half to go with 5 rebounds, and the Irish a 20-point lead at the half. A dream finish to the second quarter for Sheldon. A good defensive possession there for the Rams, but an even better shot there from Dominic McGarvey.
I mean, it seems like at this point everything's going Sheldon's way, and that size advantage has proven really key in this game down low defensively and offensively. They've got a lot of easy buckets down low, getting stops in the paint. and Central Catholic has had no answers at all this game. And other than Amaral R3 for the senior guard for Central Catholic, they have not been able to score. Other players have looked to score, but they've struggled. Just all credit to Sheldon. This is a great start in their 4th game of the season.
Yeah, Isaac Amaral, R3, 8 points. Everyone else for Central Catholic, 4. 2 for Isaiah Amato, 1 for Jalen Lowry, 1 for DeRay Seamster. All of the points for those other players, Lowry, Amato, and Seamster, coming from the free throw line. The only player with a made field goal for the Rams in this first half is Isaac Amaral, R3. On the other side for Sheldon, very balanced scoring as well. They have 10 points from Dominic McGarvey, 7 from Patrick Herbert and Devontae Bailey, 3 from Cameron Owen, and 2 from Oren Patu and Zach Hankins. At the half, the Sheldon Irish are in front by 20, 32-12. They win the first quarter by 6. They win the second quarter by 14 points, and they have a 20-point lead at the half. We'll take a break, come back in about 5 minutes for half number 2. We're listening to Sheldon basketball right here on SheldonAthletics.com. here at Sheldon High School as we get set for half number 2 between the Sheldon Irish and the Central Catholic Rams. Mark Randy and Naveed Habib Alahian with you here at Sheldon High School. And through 2 quarters, it's been a dominating effort for the Sheldon Irish. They're in front by 20 at 32-12. And the defense, I don't know if this team has put together a better 2 quarters of defense in the last 5 years. They've been very good here in this first half, especially on that defensive end of the court.
Yeah, excuse me. They did a really good job in the paint, especially. Their paint defense was great. Also on the wing, they really didn't allow any open driving lanes for the Central Catholic guards. Central Catholic is a very heavily guard-oriented team, so they made it difficult for them. And other than, again, as we spoke earlier, other than Emerald R3 getting hot early in the game, once it kind of made him, kind of locked him down, other guys really struggled to score. And Central Catholic had opportunities, I feel, to kind of chip into the lead when they got some trips to the free throw line, but they couldn't even make free throws, so they weren't able to make shots. And Sheldon took advantage and has been scoring well throughout the half. And I think a lot of that credit has to go to Jaron Banks. He got them in their sets, and whenever they were organized and in their sets, they were scoring. So Sheldon's played great, and it's a good look in the first half for this team.
Yeah, Jaron Banks, you mentioned him. He doesn't have any points so far in this one. He does have 4 rebounds, and the senior thing is just 5'11". He's not the best. He's not the most skilled basketball player, I think is a good way to put it. But you mentioned he's very solid. Doesn't turn the ball over a lot. He's a good ball handler. Sets his team up for success as well. And I think that's all that you can ask for from your point guard. He's playing very well in this first half. He's a big reason, both offensively and defensively, why Sheldon has a lead.
Yeah, he's playing within himself. He's not forcing anything. He knows his abilities. He knows his weaknesses, and he seems comfortable out there running the point. And he's done a great job, and they'll keep looking to him and Devontae Bailey to run the offense.
He's on the floor here to open up half number 2 along with Uda Maggio. Along with him is Devontae Bailey, Patrick Herbert, and Zach Hankins. In for Central Catholic, they have Jalen Lowry, DeRay Seamster, Darius Gakwazi, along with Jalen Lowry, and Isaac Amaral R3. Top of the key, it's Donald Hunter, left wing. He passes it over to Seamster in the lane. A floater is up and good. The first made field goal for someone not named Amaral R3 for the Rams. It comes to open up half number 2. And it comes from DeRay Seamster. Top of the key. Pass it in the corner now for the Irish. Behind the back dribble by Maggio. The pass knocked away. Goes out of bounds off the hands of Jalen Lowry. First 2 points goes the way of the Rams here. They're now down by 18 at 32-14. Maggio to inbound, gets it to Herbert, left wing. Left alone, but he passes it to Banks. Takes a screen out from Herbert. In the paint he goes. Picked up his dribble. Probes, now looks to pass it away, and he finds Bailey on the right wing. Now he drives a jumper from the right elbow, rims out, rebound, it goes to the Rams, knocked around, taken by Seamster. Up the court he goes, guarded by Bailey, into the paint, passes right side a 3-pointer for Gakwazi, rims out, too strong, rebound, it goes to Bailey, and the Irish. He's across half court now, right wing Maggio into the corner, cross court pass Hankins, a wide open 3 from the left corner, and it's perfect. Nothing but net for Zach Hankins, and the Irish in front by 21, 35-14. Now right side goes Lowry for the Rams, passes back to the top of the key to Gakwazi. Now dribbles right side, passes back to the top of the key to Amaral R3. A screen there from Hunter into the paint, Amaral R3, and we have a jump ball called. The left hand of Jaron Banks is in there and ties up the ball handler. And the possession arrow points the way of Sheldon. A nice play there from Banks. The Irish in front by 21, winning this second half 3-2 so far. Hankins passes to Banks, who brings it across half court, facing a 3-quarter court press. Now Maggio in the corner, drives baseline off his foot, out of bounds. Goes off of the Rams. Looked to me that it was off Maggio's foot, but it goes off the foot of the Rams, and it stays it stays Irish basketball. With 6:24 left in this third quarter. Banks to inbound, gets it to Herbert in the corner. We have a whistle away from the ball, foul. Goes against the freshman, Darius Gakwazi, and that is his first. He was unhappy with that goal. It was him and Hankins that got tied up. Inbounding this one is Banks again, left wing. Uda Maggio passes back to Banks, top of the key. A screen from Hankins, double team comes. He splits it, now he's tied up, spins away, gets Hankins, Into the corner, Maggio, a wide open three-pointer, rims out, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Bailey. The Irish have numbers. Down the floor he goes, passes it off to Herbert, but knocked out of bounds off of the Rams, and it stays Irish basketball. A long rebound almost turns into 2 points for Sheldon, but good recovery there by the Rams. Sheldon, though, keeps possession. Bangs to inbound. Nowhere to pass to, gets Herbert now on the right block. Double team comes, he passes into the corner, Banks. Got about a three now, entry pass, Herbert back to Banks, right wing, pump fakes on the three, drives, baseline passes, left wing, out of bounds, into the hands of his head coach, Daniel Clark. Out of bounds, a turnover there for Banks, and for Sheldon, that's their 9th, and the Rams take over.
I mean, I guess the good thing there was their coach was expecting the ball to come to him, so he was able to catch it. No one got hit by the ball.
Across half court, Amaral R3 passes the left wing to Ferris back into the game here for the Rams. Now driving is Seamster. His jumper is short, no good. A rebound, it goes to Banks, and he's fouled as he turns and brings the ball up the floor. That foul goes against DeRay Seamster, and it'll be Sheldon basketball. That's Seamster's first, and he will check out. Replacing him is Isaiah Amato for the Rams. Still a 21-point lead. 3-2 is the advantage for Sheldon in this half. 35-14 the score. A three-quarter court press here for the Rams. Hankins, right side, brings this one up. Now passes to Banks on the left side, brings it across half court. In front of the scorer's table for the Irish. Sets up the offense, calls out to play. Takes a screen from Hankins, left side, passes back to Hankins, right wing, a three-pointer, rims out, rebound, it goes to Hunter, and the Rams go the other way, across half court, Amaral R3. In transition, now a jumper, his foot is on the three-point line, no good, rebound back to Hunter, one dribble, spin move, left, layup is up and good. A nice move for Donald Hunter, his first 2 points, and it's a 19-point game, 35-16. Banks right side, passes it to Hankins, who dribbles this one across the timeline. Now pass into the corner, goes to Maggio, back to Bailey. Top of the key, guarded there by Gakwazi. Now left side, Hankins back into the corner for the Irish to Maggio. Top of the key, Banks, guarded there by Gakwazi again. Maggio back in the corner, looking for Herbert. A good defense there by Donald. Hunter down low. Cross-court pass, into the corner now. Bailey, a three-pointer, wide open, rims out, no good. A rebound, Hunter again, his third of this half. And his fourth of the game. Left side, driving is Ferris, spins away, passes it back up to Amaral R3, down the paint he goes. Shot is up and blocked by Herbert, who swallows up the rebound as well. The other way now goes Banks, right wing, guarded by Gakwazi, into the paint, passes it to Bailey on the baseline. One dribble up and under, pass down to Herbert. Layup is up, no good, but a foul. But a nice look there from Banks to Bailey to Herbert. And it gets the Irish 2 free throws.
And a great job by Bailey seeing Herbert cutting and trying to reward the big man. He got the block on one end, got the rebound, and then ran up the court and tried to get him a basket. And good job getting to the free throw line.
That foul was on Donald Hunter, his third of this one. And he will be subbed out for after this first free throw for Herbert. Herbert today 7 points to go with 4 rebounds. His first free throw, though, rims out. A couple of subs. Gage Ainsley checks in along with Tyson Parker. They replace Donald Hunter and Isaac Amaral R3. Still scoreless since early in that first quarter. Herbert missed his first free throw. Couple dribbles and a second free throw is up. Rimming and no good. A rebound goes to Ferris for the Rams. 19-point lead for the Irish. Top of the key, the freshman Gakwazi. One dribble into the paint, he goes. Picks up a dribble, passes back out to Amato. Back to Gakwazi, left wing, into the paint, up and under. Blocked by McGarvey, who takes it away. What a play there from the junior post for the Irish. Bailey up the court, he goes. Step around, the layup is up. No good, but a foul. 2 more free throws coming up for the Irish, but what a play defensively that was by Dominic McGarvey.
McGarvey just pretty much put his hands up and got the ball. It was a rebound and a block at once. He just kind of swallowed it up, grabbed the ball out of the Central Catholic player's hands, and that's been the story all night. They have not had any easy opportunities around the paint due to Sheldon's big size advantage. Bailey's
first free throw is perfect. That foul, by the way, goes against Chase Ferris as it is his third. So the Irish in front by 20, 36-16. Bailey's second free throw is straight through again. He now has 9 points. one off of the game high held by Dominic McGarvey. He has 10. All those coming in the first half, but he's playing great defense as well here for Sheldon. 37-16, the Irish in front by 21. Amato, right wing, passes over to Tyson Parker, left side. Now it goes back to Amato on the right side. Takes a screen there, passes down low to Amaral Arthur into the corner. A three-pointer for Ainsley, and it's perfect. First 3 points for Gage Ainsley, and it's back to an 18-point game, 37-19. Ainsley showing off the range, sitting at 6'8". They're hitting there from the outside. McGarvey left wing, it passes to Herbert. The ball knocked away, taken by Gakwazi. No numbers, but he keeps the foot on the gas. Down the paint he goes, up and under the layup. No good, too strong. Rebound, though, goes to the Rams. And a three-pointer for Amato is straight through again. Back-to-back three-pointers for the Rams. This one coming off of an offensive rebound by Amaral Arthur. Gets the assist on the three-pointer out to Amato. And 6 points quickly for the Rams. It's back to a 15-point game, 37-22.
And Amaral Arthur has struggled to score, but he's noticed he can't score well. He's just going to try to get his teammates involved. 2 assists in the last 2 possessions for open three-pointers by Ainsley, and also for sorry about that, Isaiah Amato. So just their best player trying to do anything he can to get his team back within the game. They still got a lot of work to do, though.
They have a 5-point edge in this quarter overall, 37-32. It was a 32-12 lead at half. The Rams 12 points in that first half, already 10 points here, 5 minutes in to the third quarter. So certainly a much better offensive output across the board for the Rams. They still have a long road ahead of them here if they want to come back and get this one back within striking distance. Certainly plenty of time left, 3 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Well, extra quarter after that, and it's a 15-point game. Bailey brings this one across half court. He's picked up by Amaral Arthur. On the right wing, he passes it off to Udamaggio for the Irish. Double team comes, and he passes to Hankins now, left side, nearing half court. Picks up a dribble, passes back to Maggio on the right side. Now back to Hankins, left wing. Now back to Maggio on the right side. A three-pointer from the right wing is straight through. Sheldon, the offense, gets on the board with 3 points there after a three-pointer for the Rams. And it's back to an 18-point lead for Maggio, his first 3 points. Top of the key, Tyson Parker for the Rams. Guarded by Maggio. Right side, Gakwazi thought about a 3. Now steps back, passes it off to Amaral Arthur. Out to Amato. Into the corner it goes to Ainsley. Looking for a lane to pass to. Now he drives baseline. Amato into the left wing. A three-pointer there for Parker. Rims out, rebound tipped, and goes to Gakwazi. A three-pointer from straight on over McGarvey. Short rebound tip goes to Sheldon. Nice board there by Maggio. Bailey, right wing, drives into the paint. Loses the ball, picks it back up to, it goes to Maggio again, a step back. No, he passes it instead. And it's taken away there by the Rams. The ball picked up though by Hankins, and is kicked around by the Rams. Hankins has it, passes it over into the paint, and McGarvey down the lane and slams it with 2 hands, and the foul. What a pass from Udamaggio, and Dominic McGarvey gets up high and throws it down hard.
And that got the crowd going, and you got to credit Udamaggio. He's done a really good job this game, getting his teammates involved and creating a big play by Dominic McGarvey. McGarvey's played really well, and that was just a great play. The crowd is loving this.
The crowd is chanting, "You got dunked on," to the Rams. That foul goes against Gage Ainsley. The 6'8" post just got dunked on by Dominic McGarvey. Wow, what a finish that was by the 6'8" junior post for the Irish. Looking for an and one here. The free throw is perfect. He has 13 points to lead all scorers. To go with 6 rebounds as well. Right side, Gakwazi, a three-pointer over McGarvey. Rims out, rebound to Herbert. And the Irish in front by 21 here, a minute 20 to go in this third quarter. Bailey on the left wing. Picks up his dribble, passes to Maggio left side. Between the leg dribble, he drives into the corner to McGarvey. Loses the ball, taken away by the Rams and Seamster. They have numbers, a 3-on-1. Seamster into the corner, it goes to Amato. Now back to Amaral Arthur. The Rams botched that 3-on-1 opportunity. Now they bring it out. Pass goes into the corner A three-pointer for Seamster is perfect. He picks up 3 more. He has 6, and it's back to an 18-point game, 43-25. 40 seconds left in this third quarter. A screen from Herbert. Hankins drives left. McGarvey pass down low to Herbert. He lays it up the left hand, but too strong. No good. A rebound. It goes to Ainsley. Top of the key. Pass goes down low. The alley-oop layup finish there by the freshman Darius Gakwazi. His first 2 points of the game. 16-point lead. Into the corner. Maggio right side. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. He has it now in the left wing. Looks for a passing lane. He gives it to Hankins. 10 seconds left. Picks up his dribble, passes back into the corner. Maggio down low to Herbert. 4 seconds. Spin move. Right-handed layup. Rims up, and it drops as the buzzer sounds. That does it here for quarter number 3. 2 more points for Patrick Herbert. He's got 9 points through 3 quarters, and the Irish in front by 18. A 2-point win in that quarter for the Rams. But at this point of the game, likely not enough for them. They got to make up 18 points in the final 8 minutes of the game. Sheldon is playing great team basketball right now.
Yeah, and Sheldon's really done a good job playing team basketball, playing good defense. And we did see a little bit of a spark from Central Catholic hitting around 3-4 3-pointers in that third quarter, but they just haven't done enough. Haven't got enough stops. And twice now Sheldon scored at the end of the buzzer, second quarter, and at the end of the third. So everything's going Sheldon's way. They're just playing really great, and they're finding their big men inside, and that's been the key. Dominic McGarvey and Patrick Herbert have been their go-to guys, and it's been a great thing. 45
points in total here for Sheldon in this one. 22 of them coming from those two. So just under half of them are from McGarvey and Herbert, and they've also combined for 11 rebounds. 6 for McGarvey and 5 Herbert. They each also have an assist as well. Fourth quarter getting underway here as Ferris will inbound it to DeRay Seamster for the Central Catholic Rams. They're down by 18, looking to play a near-perfect fourth quarter. Pass goes into the corner to Ainsley. Now it goes to the right side, back to Ainsley. Now into the corner, Ferris. He has it guarded there by Owen. Picked up a dribble, passes it to a cutting Lowry. His layup, though, was no good, but a foul called. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Sheldon looking to just improve to 2-2 here with this one. And the free throw rims in for Jalen Lowry, his second point of the night. In front by 17. Lowry's second free throw is too strong. It rims out, rebound tipped. Who is it off of? And it goes off of the Irish. Off Dominic McGarvey. And it's Rams basketball as they inbound from in front of their own bench, far sideline. Pass inbounded to Amaral R3. Now left wing Lowry. Guarded by Potts. Crossover into the paint. He goes up and under. Pass into the corner. Ainsley. A jumper from deep. Rebound as it rims out. No good. And it goes for the Irish to Jaron Banks. Now Bailey right side across the timeline into the corner to Owen. Picks up his dribble now as he passes to a cutting. Banks underneath the basket. Passes down low to McGarvey. Spin move, layup, up, short, rebound, goes to Potsu, and he finishes with the right hand. Now the other way goes Central Catholic. Seamster in the lane, the floater over McGarvey. Rims up and in. Nice finish there for Seamster, pardon me. He now has 8, and it's back to a 17-point game. That's in the corner, Bailey, right wing, a wide open three-pointer, rims out, rebound McGarvey, goes back up, and he gets the drop. He's got 15 points to go with 7 rebounds. Now right side, Ferris, a deep three-pointer with a hand in his face, rims out. Rebound goes to Potsu for the Irish. Now Banks, right side, Bailey in the corner, thought about a 3, drives in now, passes it back to Banks. Now Potsu, thought about a 3, drives in again. Passes down low to McGarvey. Layup with the left hand is good. He has 2 more. 17 points for Dominic McGarvey. The Irish in front by 21. Backdoor cut. The ball knocked away, though, by Potsu. And it stays CC basketball. What a game here from Dominic McGarvey.
And the pace has really picked up in this fourth quarter. Both teams shooting fast, but again, Mark, you got to credit McGarvey. When he's getting the ball inside, he's scoring every time. That size advantage is really proven a key in this game.
Seamster thought about a three, now passes into the corner to the freshman, Gakwazi. Now a basket down low to Donald Hunter, but he's fouled on the catch. This one for the Irish goes against McGarvey. That's only his first, so he's done a good job defensively as well without fouling. Allowing him to stay on the court here. And he's been good when he's been out there for the Irish. Pass into Amaral R3, gets the layup to drop and the foul. This one goes against Devontae Bailey for the Irish, his first, but 2 more points for Amaral R3. He's now into double figures. That's his first point since early on in the first quarter.
And if Central Catholic wants to make any sort of comeback, they need Amaral R3 to get going soon.
This free throw is short, rebound to Patu for the Irish. Patu now across half court, but he loses the ball and it goes out of bounds. It was a low bouncing pass there from Banks. One-handed scoop underneath the hand there of Patu. 51-32. Sheldon in front here, but it's CC basketball. Down the lane goes Seamster, and his floater is nothing but net. Nice finish there from Seamster. He now has 10 points. Now Patu dribble this one up the floor, and he's knocked away, taken away by Seamster. The layup is up and good. He now has 12 points to lead the Rams, and quickly a full timeout called for by Daniel Clark. 15-point lead for Sheldon, but a bit sloppy here the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, it has been. Sheldon's been sloppy, and you got to give Amaral R3 credit for Central Catholic, because he's doing everything he can. If he's not scoring, he's trying to force turnovers. He's assisting the teammates. But yeah, Sheldon needs this timeout to kind of patch things up and not let Central Catholic get back into this game.
They're in front 51-36 with 5:41 to go in regulation, so certainly still a good position to be in if you're Sheldon, but lots of turnovers here lately. They now have 13 on the game, and CC's taking care of the ball really well. They only have 7 turnovers in this entire game, but Sheldon, they've been better just about every single other area. That's why they have a lead.
Yeah, I mean, the only downside has been the turnovers. There are a few patches in the game where they commit 3 to 4 turnovers in a row, but overall they've done a great job, and that scoring in the paint and defense in the paint has been just the 2 big things in this game.
Banks, Bailey, Patu, McGarvey, and Owen set on the floor here for the Irish. We have Hunter, Amaral R3, Ferris, Seamster, and Gakwazi. Ball inbounded for the Irish to Owen. Passes it to Banks underneath his own basket, up the floor to Bailey. Now he brings it across half court, right side. Patu, one dribble pass underneath, taken away by Hunter. Ball on the floor, taken away back by McGarvey, pardon me. Now it's Bailey on the right wing, into the corner. Patu, a 3-pointer. He's wide open, and it's perfect. 3 more for Oren Patu. He now has 7 points for the Irish. Top of the key, Seamster, spin move into the paint. Dribbles back out. Hunter, one dribble underneath. Layup is up and go with the left hand. Over there, the taller McGarvey. Nice finish for Hunter. He's got 4 points. Now Bailey foul as he brings this one across the timeline. It's the 6th team foul on the Central Catholic team in this second half. That foul goes against Amato there for the Rams. It's his, actually it goes against Hunter, his 4th. Amato is in the area. Hankins set to inbound here for the Irish. 5 minutes to go in this one. The Irish in front by 16. Gets it to Josh Paul, just checked into the game. Back to Hankins. Double team comes, splits it, picks the ball up, nowhere to go, and he knocks away. Uses the elbow to create space, and it's called for an offensive foul. Drawing that foul for the Rams was Chase Ferris. A turnover there for the Irish, and it's Ram basketball.
And the defensive intensity has really picked up for Central Catholic. They're desperate to get the ball and score points quickly.
Amaral R3 into the paint, knocked away though by Banks. Paul out of the pack, he has it left wing. Brings the ball back out of the 3-point line. Now Banks on the corner, down low to Hankins. One dribble, up and under. The layup is high off the backboard, and it drops in, but it hit off the top of the backboard, out of bounds, before it then came back into the basket. So it's out of bounds, a missed shot, and it's now CC basketball. 54-38 the score, 4.5 left. Amaral R3 hands it off to Ferris. Now to Seamster, top of the key. Out about a three, a floater from 15 feet out, no good. Rebound goes to Hunter, turns around, left-handed layup is good. Hunter, 4 points quick in this quarter. He's got 6 tonight. Up the floor, Patu, back to Herbert, left hand, rimming in, and the foul. A nice drop-off patch there from Patu, found the cutting Patrick Herbert. Add 2 more for him. He's got 11 with another one coming from the free throw line.
Yeah, Herbert did a great job running the floor and getting open for the layup, and Central Catholic has no answers for the Sheldon Irish down in the paint.
And that foul is against Chase Ferris, his 4th. Herbert's free throw. Rims out, rebound to Patu, right-handed layup, rims out, rebound Paul. Back to Paul as he missed the putback. The ball knocked away, taken away by the Rams and Donald Hunter. A wild sequence there. And now a carry as Ferris brings it across half court. So a turnover on Ferris for the Rams. And it'll be Sheldon basketball. Turnover number 9 now for Central Catholic in this one. Sheldon's size on display here. Even Oren Patu getting on the act, saying that 6'5", very athletic as well. Hankins inbounds into Patu, drives on the right side, now to Paul, back to Banks, into the lane, right-handed layup, rims in. Jaron Banks his first 2 points, and the Irish in front by 18, 58-40. 4 minutes to go. Seamster in the lane again, the floater is up off the glass, no good, a foul is on the drive. And that foul goes against Zach Hankins, his 4th personal. 3:52 left, Sheldon cruising up by 18. Seamster to inbound here for the Rams, gets it to the right side to Amaral R3, a deep 3-pointer, rims out, rebound, goes to Patu for Sheldon. He brings this one across half court, guarded by Amato. The Irish in front by 18 points. Pass right side to Banks, and he's fouled on the catch. The true freshman coming in from the weak side, Gakanzi almost took it away, but he's calling for the foul. That is his 2nd personal. It'll be a 1-and-1 situation here for Jaron Banks of the Irish. We mentioned it at halftime, but Banks, 2 points. Not the best offensive day, but he has 6 rebounds and an assist, and really doing a good job of setting up the rest of the offense.
And he's played so well, and now he's kind of getting rewarded for his good play by getting a chance to get some points. Now he has 3 points.
He made that first free throw, earns a 2nd attempt here on the 1-and-1. And the Irish in front now by 19, 59-40. 3:37 to go in regulation. Banks' 2nd free throw is straight through as well. He has 4. And the Irish back in front by 20. That's the halftime lead of 20. It was 32-12. So far we're even here in the 2nd half. Ball inbounded to Amaral R3, guarded by Banks. Top of the key, passes left side. Now into the corner, a 3-pointer for Seamster. No good, rebound high there for Patu. Gives it to Banks. He'll bring this one across half court. Passes, kicks, and he goes out of bounds off the Rams. He was looking there for Paul in the corner, but a good reaction there by Lowry of the Rams. He gets his foot on it. Goes out of bounds, stays Sheldon basketball. Now Amato checks in here for the Rams as he replaces DeRay Seamster. Had a very good second half, up to 12 points to lead the way for the Rams. Pass to Josh Paul, right wing, guarded by Amato. Double team comes, gives it back to Banks. Into the paint now, he brings it back out of the 3-point line. Now Hankins, left wing, looking for a lane, picks up a dribble, nowhere to go. Pass it to Herbert, top of the key, down the lane he goes, right-handed, layup is good. Patrick Herbert, 2 more, he has 13 points, in the Irish in front by 22. Lowry, right wing for the Rams. Down low it goes to Amato, right-handed layup in transition, drops. Good look for the Rams, an easy 2 for Amato, he has 7 points. And now a timeout called as the Irish cannot get the inbound pass in. As head coach Daniel Clark calls the timeout. But 2:52 left in this one, the Irish in front by 20. The result likely already decided. Still, though, a very valuable last 3 minutes for both sides so early on in the season.
Yeah, I mean, Central Catholic has really picked up their play. Even though they're down 20, their coach, David Blue, doesn't look too upset right now. I mean, they've competed really hard. And for Sheldon, I mean, everything's been rolling. Everything's going their way. Herbert's scoring, McGarvey's scoring. They're getting blocks. They're rebounding well. Everything is clicking. And this is a good way to start your season after losing 2 out of your first 3. To get a win like this against another 6A team that was kind of in a similar position to them as Sheldon last year. It's just a good way to start your year and kind of build your confidence.
It'll be Hankins to inbound here for Sheldon. He runs the baseline, gets it into Banks. Double team comes, he's trapped in the corner, picks up his dribble, passes it back to Hankins. Now to Josh Paul, right side, down the floor to Patu, right wing. The alley-oop to Herbert, layup is up and good. Herbert, he now has 15, and the Irish in front by 22 points in the corner. Amaral R3 drives, baseline pass back to the far corner. He goes to Amato, the layup is up and good, and the foul on Hankins. A nice smooth left hand there from Isaiah Amato gives him 2 more. The foul on Hankins, it is his 5th, and he has fouled out. But a nice finish there by Isaiah Amato. Checking in now for the fouled out Hankins is Dominic McGarvey, the star of this game for Sheldon. Leading all scorers with 17 points. Not far behind, though, for Sheldon is Herbert with 15. The posts doing the job here for Sheldon tonight. Amato's free throw is good as he completes the 3-point play. He now has 10 points for the Rams. Patu inbounds it to Banks. Across half court, quickly down the floor he goes. Passes it. Ball knocked away, and it's taken by the Rams. Up the floor to Ferris. The ball overthrown. Ferris saves it, but it's taken by the Irish. And Banks is hurt down on the right side of the floor as he was slow to get up. He went into the floor, tried to pass it off to McGarvey, and he was sandwiched between a couple of different players. Now he gets up and walks off the floor. Looks like he is all right. But a scary collision there for Banks as he walks off the floor to the bench. And it will be Bailey that checks in for him and takes a seat on the Sheldon bench on the right side. It was a great defensive play by the Rams. Sealed up that hole, and then they just overthrew Ferris streaking down the floor for a turnover. As the Irish inbound this one. McGarvey set the pass it in, gets it to Josh Paul, and he's fouled quickly on the catch. This foul goes against Chase Ferris, who now is fouled out, and that's his 5th.
And it seems like Chase Ferris might have bumped knees with Josh Paul. He seems a little gimpy out there right now.
Good news for him, at least if he is injured, that he doesn't have to play at all the rest of this one as he has fouled out. Doesn't have to push it here. And it'll be a 1-and-1 situation here from the free throw line for Josh Paul. As Tyson Parker checks in for the fouled out Chase Ferris. Ferris finishes with no points. And he goes with the rebound. That's it for him so far in this one. First free throw of a 1-and-1 for Paul. Rims out, rebound though back to Herbert. One dribble underneath the basket. Ball stripped away, taken. Well, we have a foul called after the ball was taken away. That was Lowry there who had the strong hands to bring that one away from the body of Herbert, but he fouled him in the process. 10th team foul, and it means 2 free throws here for Patrick Herbert. Second foul, by the way, against Lowry. Herbert's first free throw rims in. And he has 16 points, 1 away from the game high of 17 held by his teammate Dominic McGarvey. 4 dribbles for Herbert. His free throw is up and good. He has 17 to equal McGarvey, and the Irish in front by 21, 66-45. Top of the key, Amaral R3 drives on Bailey. The layup up off the right hand, and it's off the glass and no good. Rebound back, though, to McGarvey. That is his 8th board. Now passing the court, taken away by the Quasi, left wing three-pointer in transition for Amato, and it's straight through. He's got 13 points, and it's back to an 18-point game, 66-48. Full court pressure here. McGarvey passes it to Bailey, who breaks the press on the right wing. Into the paint, dribbles it back out to Patu. And now a timeout called for the Irish. 30 seconds by Daniel Clark. An 18-point game, 1:35 left. Clark close this thing out strong and maybe get a couple of substitutes into the game here for the Irish. But overall for Sheldon, a good showing here for Central Catholic, who, as we talked about, not the best team in the state, not near it. Very young, but a quality team looking to make the postseason once again here for the 7th straight year. Overall, though, for Sheldon, a great performance tonight.
Yeah, they've played really well, and I think the key has been the rebounding. I mean, Patrick Herbert with 6 boards, McGarvey with 8, Patu with 7, and their point guard, Jaren Banks, at 5'11", with 6 boards. So they've done a good job rebounding, giving themselves second chance opportunities. As we saw earlier when Herbert was at the free throw line, he got himself that chance. And they've just proven to have too much size against Central Catholic, and that's been the big key for Sheldon in this what looks to be a victory.
Couple of subs in. Bryson Seghetti, one of them, as he dribbles this one to the right side for the Irish. Also into the game, Aiden Wagers for the first time, and Willie Taggart Jr. Turnover, though, is going the other way in Central Catholic. Amarillo R3, the layup is up and no good, but a foul call. This foul goes against Aiden Wagers. His first, just another game. And there'll be 2 free throws here for Amarillo R3. 10 points tonight for the Rams. His free throw is good. He now has 11 here for Central Catholic. 66-49 the score. His second free throw is short. Rebound goes to Josh Paul of the Irish. He brings this one across half court. Crossover dribble, a three-pointer from the left wing is perfect. Shake and bake there for Josh Paul. His first 3 points for the Irish in front by 20. Amato left wing hands it off right there, tipped away by Willie Taggart Jr. But he fouls the ball handler there. That was Tyson Parker. It's the 8th team foul in this half, so a 1-on-1 situation here for the Rams from the free throw line. The first foul on Willie Taggart Jr. Just checked into the game a minute or so ago. Tyson Parker's first free throw was good, so he earns a second trip here. His first point of this one. Parker, the junior. Second free throw is good as well. First 2 points of the game come here with 1:04 left in regulation. Now another sub here for the Rams. Checking in for the freshman Gakwazi is the junior wing, Christian Cooney. Sagetti trapped, throws up the floor though, it goes, and the ball goes back to Wagers. Spin move, passes back to Paul, left side. Willie Taggart, a wide open three-pointer from the corner, rims up and no good. Rebound though, tipped out back to Taggart. Up the floor he goes, passes down low, goes off the hands of CC out of bounds. On the missed three-pointer from Taggart, almost a putback slam by Paul. He got the rim but not the ball, and he would have brought the house down if he completed that one. Sagetti down the lane he goes, rebound though, or as the ball is knocked away off of Central Catholic, goes off the hands of Christian Cooney, and it stays Sheldon basketball.
I'm still thinking about that almost put back up by Josh Paul. That he showed his athletic ability there.
He's just a sophomore showing that off. Willie Taggart right wing. Passes over to the left side to Josh Paul. Hit a 3 earlier in this quarter. Guarded now by Cooney. Double team comes, knocked away by the Rams at the floor. Goes Lowry, and he finishes with a nice right-handed layup. 2 more for Lowry. He has 4 points. 20 seconds left in this one. And it's a 16-point lead. Alley-oop it goes, but the ball thrown away from Wagers off the front of the rim. Down the floor, Amato right-handed layup is good as well. 2 more for him. He has 15 to lead the Rams. An alley-oop pass from Taggart, nowhere near the target. It goes off the rim. Pass backwards, taken away by Kuhn. Layup is good as well at the buzzer. And that will do it here for this one. A little bit of a run at the very end for the Rams. The final score is only a 12-point deficit. They led by about 20 the entire second half, but sloppy, careless turnovers late in this one for Sheldon. Still, though, overall a good performance as they win. They put the 2-2 here in this young season.
Yeah, I don't think they're too worried about those turnovers at the end. They had a few JV players, and they're just trying to get some minutes. And but yeah, this is a great win for Sheldon. They had a 20-point lead pretty much the whole game, and again, the key was Herbert and McGarvey. They rebounded well. They scored a lot of points in the paint. That size advantage proved to be key, and they just showed a lot of potential as their team chemistry seemed to be really good today. They moved the ball well. Everyone was involved, and that's kind of what you need when your leading scorer from last year, Will Swank, leaves. He was the guy that they really relied on. But this game, and I think this season, they've seemed more comfortable as a team. And as the season goes on, they'll continue. And also Bailey, a transfer, he seemed pretty comfortable today. Got 9 points and 3 rebounds.
Yeah, a very, very impressive performance here for Sheldon. It was really a defensive battle for the Irish the first 3 quarters, but 30 points scored for the Rams in that 4th quarter in 8 minutes of action. A lot of that coming in garbage time with careless turnovers by the Irish, but ultimately it's still a good performance defensively for Sheldon. They've averaged giving up 52 points per game so far. They give up 57 here today. But overall for Sheldon, very good defensive effort. It started on the outside. I think you can look at Jaron Banks, a great defender on the outside, and then down low. When they do gain penetration to the Rams, they meet the twin towers of Patrick Herbert and Dominic McGarvey. A lot of blocks from those, a lot of rebounds as well. very great effort for those two down low as well on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and that was really the key. And they did a great job just putting their hands straight up, getting getting themselves in position, getting blocks, and that led to a lot of rebounds and a lot of fast break opportunities. And yeah, Jaren Banks also did a great job rebounding. He's a big guard who plays hard. And but Central Catholic, I mean, they competed. They shouldn't be too upset. Their coach didn't look too upset. They played hard. They forced Sheldon to commit 20 turnovers, so that's a plus for Central Catholic. So they're just a young team trying to look for some scoring, but Sheldon seemed to overmatch them tonight.
Let's go through some stats here on this one for Central Catholic. First, leading the way offensively was Isaiah Amato, 15 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. Up next was DeRay Seamster. The sophomore guard looked very good, 12 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist as well. 11 points for Isaac Amaral R3. 8 of those came in the first quarter. Really the first 3 minutes of that first quarter. Also had a rebound and 2 assists. Also 6 points for Donald Hunter with 5 rebounds. 4 points for Lowry. 3 points and 3 rebounds for Gage Ainsley. 2 points for Parker. 2 points for Kakwazi and 2 points for Christian Cooney. And then for the Sheldon Irish, leading the way, the 2 big men, Dominic McGarvey, 17 points and 8 rebounds. Patrick Herbert, 17 points and 6 rebounds, 9 points and 3 rebounds, and an assist from Devontae Bailey. Also for the Irish, Oren Patu, he finished with 7 points and very good 7 rebounds as well to go with 3 assists. Up next for Sheldon, Zach Hankins, 5 points and no rebounds or assists for him. He fouled out though, but he did get on the board for 5 points. Also for Sheldon, 4 points for Jaren Banks with 6 rebounds and an assist. 2 points for Josh Paul. And 3 points for Cameron Owen as well. 2 points for Uda Maggio. Final score here at Sheldon. The Irish come out on top with a dominating win. They win by 12. It really was more like 20. And they win this when they improve up to 2-2 on the year. Up next for Sheldon, they have West Albany on the 15th. David Douglas on the 16th. And Parkrose on the 19th. For CC, they fall to 2-2. Up next, they have Grant on the 15th. South Medford, an interesting game there on the 19th. And then a Dingman High School from Laverne, California on the 26th, the day after Christmas. That'll do it for us, though. Thanks for listening on SheldonAthletics.com. My name is Mark Rainey. Thanks to my partner, Naveed Habib Alahian. We'll be back with more Sheldon basketball next week right here on SheldonAthletics.com.